I'm Noah Platz from Platz Farm. I'm the oldest of the 3 kids, and today I'm here to teach you guys about beekeeping. The reason why we need bees, if you're paying attention in science class, is because bees are pollinators. Basically, they take pollen from one plant to another, and the pollen it goes through a process which eventually is the reason why we have fruit and vegetables. So, with bees, there's 2 main tools of the trade. Your hive tool, which in this case it's a crowbar. You can buy hive tools online, but like a crowbar, a screwdriver, something that can scrape wax and crack open a hive box, and your bee smoker. This is because bees, when they get mad, they will start flying around and trying to sting you. And this is really good for stopping that, because you smoke them and they sort of get sleepy and they'll retreat into the hive. This is a frame. There'll be it varies with the hive, but there can be 8 or 10 of these usually. There can be any number of them on a hive, and then in the summer there'll be supers on it. So this here is a super, and this is where the honey you get comes from. They'll take out each one of these frames, and then they'll take a knife, cut off the wax cappings, and then they stick it in a big drum, spin it, and the honey will come flying out of there. So then what makes the honey? Well, bees, but there's several castes of bees. There'll be maybe a few hundred to 1,000 drones per hive, and they're bigger. These are the males, the only males. They mate with the queen, and then they die. And in the winter they're kicked out because you don't want extra useless bees eating up your food supply. And then lastly, and most importantly, there's your queen. Your queen bee is the one who lays all the eggs. So about this time of year, the queen bee has stopped laying eggs, so there's no more workers or drones hatching. But in the springtime, she goes out, mates with a drone, and then she starts laying eggs. Now, if she lays unfertilized eggs, those hatch into drones. And if she lays fertilized eggs, those hatch into workers. So another fun fact about beekeeping is that each bee creates about somewhere between 1/12 and 1/8 of a teaspoon of honey in their lifetime. This is Noah from Platz Farms, and thank you for watching.
Hi guys, this is Jamie from OSU Extension. Today I'm going to show you how to make cranberry oatmeal balls. This is a great way to use honey, just like we learned about from the farm. We always want to make sure we wash our hands good before we start cooking. Make sure you get up your wrists, the backs of your hands, in between your fingers, and underneath your fingernails. Be sure to wash for 20 seconds with warm, soapy water. After rinsing, always use a clean paper towel or towel to dry your hands. For this recipe, all we need is oats, almonds, craisins, peanut butter, and honey. First thing we're gonna do is take 1 cup of oats. Just gonna add that to the bowl. Next thing we're gonna do is take our almonds and pour them into a Ziploc bag. Make sure you seal it well and get all of the air out. And then we're gonna take something like a meat tenderizer and use the flat side, otherwise it'll poke holes in the bag. And we're just gonna chop up the nuts. Now we need to add 1/3 of a cup of almonds to the bowl. Now we need to measure out 1/3 of a cup of peanut butter. Now we're going to add 1/4 cup of honey. Last thing we need to add to the bowl is 1/3 of a cup of dried cranberries. Then we're going to use a spoon and mix it all together. I'm going to use wax paper to lay my cranberry oatmeal balls on. Then we're just going to take a little scoop, form it into a ball. We're going to do that 18 times. Then we want to just slide them onto a cookie sheet and put them in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. Let's check it out after they're done. Now they've been in the refrigerator for 30 minutes and they're all set up. These would make a great snack for after school, paired with either a glass of milk or a piece of fruit. I hope you try them. Enjoy!